Hello and welcome into another episode of GroomersTake. There's a whole bunch of stuff we're getting into today. So here we go. Monday Night Football, Titans at Bills. This was a close game for a little bit, but ultimately the Bills are really good. Their defense is nasty. The offense can just go. Josh Allen is a stud. And Tennessee can't keep up. You can't keep up with that kind of offense. Derrick Henry rushing is nothing. It's not there. What I might take away from this is how important A.J. Brown was to that offense, and they just said, we'll see you later, and it's kind of hurting them now. And Tannehill doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do it this season. It's early. This whole episode, you might say, this is just early over-exaggeration, but it's worth it, and that's what we do in the sports world. We over-exaggerate because it's more fun to talk about. So let's just keep going. The Bills are good. That place was loud. It's going to be such a fun year for Bills fans. Football fans in general watching this team play. It's very good. Other game was the Vikings at Eagles. Everyone thought the Vikings might have figured it out. And again, it's early, but I mean, Kirk Cousins just doesn't have it all the time. It's very weird to watch. I'm not going to hate on it all the time because who am I to? I mean, I'm a Steelers fan. We're looking at Mitch Trubisky. We can get in that later. But the Eagles look good. The Eagles look like they have at least compete in that division. But then again, everybody has a chance to compete in that division. I'm taking the Eagles so far this year. Jalen Hurts is a monster. He's a fantasy god right now. Absolute stud. But Eagles look good. Eagles look very good. Sunday's football games were a little crazy. It's hot in here. We're a little bit wild. We had 3 comebacks on Sunday, and this is my list of, in order, from least impressive to most impressive. Number 3, I got the Jets at Cleveland. 1, because it's the Jets and the Browns. But it's Joe Flacco to me, which is kind of cool. He got it done. He just marched up that field, and hey, the Jets win a game. They could be a lot better this year. Might have said that before. Number 2 is Miami at Baltimore. This was weird to see Baltimore give up a lead like that. It was awesome. It was a playoff atmosphere. This season's going to be a lot different. I'm very excited. There's so many good games. But really with Miami, they get kind of a balanced run attack. And if they can get a little bit, then you have Tua doing craziness. Stud. You have Waddle. And you have Hill. Just incredible threats. And then Gesicki with that little dance. I can't even remember what it's called. But, they're good. And they got that coach who's kind of wild, man. He's kind of a more preppy dude. He's a new breed of coach that you're finding here. But that was insane. And then 1 Arizona and Las Vegas. More so because of what Kyler Murray was able to do. How much protection he had. I mean, it looked like he ran backwards 40 yards on one of those plays. 2-point convert. Fabulous game. I love watching Arizona play. I don't know what they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be amazing, but Kyler Murray, when he wants to be good, is a pretty darn good football player. Struggling teams in the NFL, say it with me, it's so easy right now. Cincinnati Bengals and Indianapolis Colts. I mean, where to start with this? Cincinnati Bengals, yes, you should have beat Pittsburgh in week 1. You didn't, but then you go into Dallas, and I think the spread was 7.5 or something like that, and I was all over it. Lost some money there. I figured Cincinnati spent a lot of money on an O-line, but they just can't protect Joe Burrow. They lose in crappy ways. Like they'll be able to turn it around, but right now it's not looking good. And in my survivor pool, I think a lot of people had Cincy. Indianapolis Colts. So here we go. The other one. I mean, you got shut out by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, Jacksonville, they're going to be a different team. But I didn't think they were going to be this good. And poor Matt Ryan. I mean, is Indianapolis a place where just quarterbacks go to die? I mean, I didn't know if Matt Ryan still had it. I'd be willing to give him a shot, but it doesn't look like the guy's got it. Again, it's overreaction week 2. And Coach Reich said, I still love to have Matt Ryan here. Well, what the hell else are you going to say? He's Matt Ryan, and it's only week 2. But it's not looking pretty in Indy at all. Trey Lance, San Francisco 49ers, broken ankle surgery, done. done for the year. And look at that. Jimmy G comes in and gets the win. Yeah, it's against the Seahawks, but they're not the worst. They're fine. Good job in the end by not trading Jimmy G, because they publicly said, yeah, we are. He didn't get to play. He didn't play the preseason at all, I don't think. And now he's going to come in and you're going to be a good team in the NFL this year. You should be a playoff team. This sucks for Trey Lance because you're missing a full year and then you got to come back and who knows what you're going to be like. I mean, it's tough. So Jimmy G's making just a lot of money now because I think with all the bonuses and how much he plays, incentives, yada, yada, he's just going to keep making money and probably winning some football games. Incredible. Good job not trading him. Got to talk about the Steelers a little bit, of course. Trubisky, 168 yards passing. Sure, it's week 2. Give him some more shots. But the fans didn't want it. Everyone's calling for, Kenny to come in. Kenny Pickett to come in. And, another game like that, you have to. A lot of the offense is there, but Trubisky he can't seem to be able to march a team down the field. 21 for 33, I believe what he was, for 168 yards. That's what Big Ben did. Except they found ways to win last year. I don't know, man. Not with it. Detroit Lions looked pretty good. I repeat, the Detroit Lions looked pretty good. I think they're going to be a lot better this year. I've said that for a while. I think they could win 7 games. I haven't looked at their schedule, but hey, 7 games. I think they could do it. They have a lot of really good pieces there. And it was against Washington or whatever, but Washington's not terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. Rams not looking very good. But along with that, the Broncos said, hold my beer. We'll show you who doesn't look very good right now. Rams will be fine. That run game's weird. But the Broncos right now, Russell Wilson getting booed in the second game in Denver. Booed by the fans. I mean, yeah, he doesn't look great. But, I mean, he is Russell Wilson. He should be getting it done. And he might. But right now, Denver is struggling. I survived in my survivor pool with Denver. And I'm just so happy to put them in the rear view in that fun little competition and never have to pick them again. I think they'll be fine though. They're too good. I think they'll still be too good. The coach might be the big issue. This guy's got to settle it down. He's got to figure it out. Take a breath. Take a week. Figure it out. Guy's always screwing up plays, screwing up time management. Aaron Rodgers still owns Chicago. That's pretty much all I'm taking away from the NFL. I don't care about the Mike Evans suspension. It shouldn't have been a suspension. It's not a suspension. You get a little roughhouse with the team. And with Lattimore, they've done that before. It's a beef. It's going to be a beef for the rest of their careers. That's not a suspension. And most importantly, it hurts my fantasy team. So come on, NFL. All right, PGA Tour. Question for you. Did Max Homa win or did Danny Willett lose that tournament? Well, you can't 3-jig from 4.5 feet. You just can't do that. So I'm saying Danny Willett lost the tournament. Homa has that little beef chip and then drains it, and that thing was right at the pin. It had steam on it, and it dropped. And even Willett had a little laugh at it. Oh, you're making me work for it. But so Willett 1 putts, he wins. 2 putts for a playoff, and he 3 putts to lose the tournament. The first putt, I mean, he caught the lip, and then it goes around and then scoots down 5 feet. You're even farther away, and then he blows the 5-footer past, and that's it. Everyone's talking about that. I hate to see it, but you also kind of love to see it in a way because I do that all the time. Golf's fun. Love it. NHL, Nathan MacKinnon got the bag today. He got the bag. 8-year deal worth an average annual value of $12.6 million, and there's a lot of bonus pay in there, but whatever. It's $12.6 million. This guy took $100,000 more than Connor McDavid. He's going to be, I think he has 1 year left. He'll be 34, 35 by the end of this contract. Ultimately, it's a good contract. Joe Sakic just doing it again. And what I love about it is that Nathan MacKinnon took less money on the last deal because he saw a window for that team to win a Stanley Cup. And that's freaking exactly what they did. And now he gets the money. Now he gets paid. Take notes. Win. Winning's fun. Zdeno Chara, the Big Z, signs a one-day contract with the Boston Bruins so he can retire as a Bruin after 24 seasons in the NHL at the age of 45. President of the Bruins, Cam Neely, said, yes, we will be retiring Chara's number 33. There's no date set, but yeah, of course you're going to do that. Chara is now, Chara was the last active player in the NHL to lose a playoff round to the Toronto Maple Leafs. I saw that little stat today on a little TikTok page, and oh man, any chance to bash on the Leafs, it's there. That's a crazy stat though, and Chara was a beast for many, many years, and I just congratulate him, and hell of a career. Way to go. Where else are we going? PK Subban announced his retirement after 13 seasons. The guy didn't need money. I'm assuming he got offered some contracts here and there, or maybe even a PTO. He just didn't want to take it. Thing is with me, he's only 33, I believe. He's a liability 5-on-5, so what's he going to do? Take like a $750,000 contract to maybe play 10 minutes a night? What his asset is, his strength was to have an absolute bomb on a power play. But like I said, guy doesn't need money. He accomplished a lot, and now I think you'll see him in front of the camera a lot. I believe he did some work for ESPN in the playoffs, but hey, another guy, great career, and now he'll be quite the presence in front of the TV screen. Keith Yandel retiring after 16 seasons, just an absolute beauty. Cool guy. The last few years, struggling a little bit as a player, but I liked him a lot. And then I think he holds the record for most consecutive games played or whatever it was. So that's pretty cool. Keith Yandel, 16 seasons in the NHL. Congratulations. New York Rangers trade disgruntled defenseman Nils Lundkvist to the Dallas Stars. It's for a first and a fourth, a first in 2023 and a fourth in 2025. And I believe they both have a condition on it, yada, yada, yada. All I'm saying here is, because I talk about it at work with a pal, Nils Lundkvist is a right-handed defenseman. He might have even been in the same draft as Sandin. The Leafs are struggling getting Sandin signed. He wants to play, but he's a left-side defenseman, and the Leafs don't necessarily need a left side guy right now unless Muzzin fails the physical tomorrow and he's not playing, and we put him on Robidas Island until the playoffs, because that's really when you need Muzzin. You need him in the playoffs. The Leafs won't need Muzzin during the season. They're going to make the playoffs. So I thought the Leafs could have went after Nils Lundkvist and put him down on the right side. You got guys like Ben and Mete who will be fighting for a spot, but I mean, you can't have Hall as your first right D-man. It's just not good. You can't have him playing with Morgan Riley. I have another little tidbit here. I didn't write it down, but I'm just going to go in on it. The only other right-handed shot that I was told that could be available in the NHL is Dante Fabro from the Nashville Predators. And here's why. This is his last year of his contract. He's going to want $6 million next year, somewhere around 6 times 6 from Nashville, but Nashville already has a lot of guys paid on the blue line. So if Nashville could get a 6 times 4 done, $4 million, yeah, but I think Fabro's going to want more than that. And is Fabro really worth 6? I don't know, but I think if you said, here's blah, 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 and blah, 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 Fabro can come to the Leafs, even if it's just for this one season, because this is Dubas's last year, and he's got to go all in. He's got to get this done. I mean, I think a Sandin and a pick, or Sandin and Kerfoot, if you needed the money to maybe possibly get Patrick Kane. I'm still saying it. That's the only other option I see in the NHL, and I thank my pal at work who loves talking Leafs, and he dives into all this, and it's great content for me, so thank you. But yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking there. Anyways, Nils Lundkvist out. He's in Dallas, and gives the kid a shot, right? I got to circle back here from maybe close to a week ago, and I just got to talk about the Winnipeg Jets stripping Blake Wheeler of the captaincy, and they'll enter this season with no captain and a bunch of alternatives, assistant captains, and I think this is a bit of a mess for Winnipeg. It sucks. I think I love that Winnipeg has a team again, obviously. But you see Dubois, who said, I'm probably testing the market next year. Scheifele, where's his head at? No idea. So ultimately, I don't even know what Wheeler said to the media when they had that. Obviously, he's going to be professional about it, but moving forward, he's not the guy. It's going to be some sort of a rebuild or a retool for them, and I think that this is probably Nick Wheeler's team now. He's a young guy. He's a stud of a player. I think you could see them building around him. So it kind of sucks for Winnipeg, but it is what it is. MLB, Aaron Judge is a home run away from 60. They're playing the Pirates at home tonight. So I think you're going to see 60 tonight. The Pirates suck. You're going to see 60 tonight. Albert Pujols still on 698. Come on, baby. Let's go. What else we got here? Jays got some help yesterday with a Baltimore loss and a Tampa Bay Rays loss. Love that. Jays are in Philly starting tonight for just a quick little two-game series. And I think they should win both. That game on Sunday was tough. You blew it, but hey, those are going to happen. You got lucky with the 2 losses yesterday. Oh man, October's going to be a hell of a time for sports. Hell of a time. Okay, that's it. Nice big long one for you today. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning into GroomersTake. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.